Okay, we're here today at Tooting Broadway. There's lots of yellow borders out, which is kind of why I haven't got a board. I've been on flyer duty giving out these to people, talking about using cash today and the dangers of the digital currency, and how if it comes in, the state or the banks can then, which seem to be interchangeable in a lot of ways because of the financial powers that seem to have prevalence over the government and have a sort of control over them, in my opinion. But people ask us good questions. They ask, one of them is that came up today, and it came up at the last time we had the cash boards out, is, well, how is that different? How is, if we create an interface, a digital interface between how and where you spend your money, how is that different between getting your cash out of the bank, right? How the individual can have their card switched off. It happens anyway when your card expires, right? That happens. Your card no longer works. And this is a good question, and I was thinking about this, and I was thinking, well, the difference is, if, say, for example, my card was switched off and I said something they didn't like yellow boards and out in the street, or said something they disapproved of, I can still go and work for you, and you can give me your cash. But if it's a digital economy, you can't give me anything, and I'm completely out of the picture. So at the moment, they would have to shut down everyone's cash to stop an individual, right? You might lose access to the cash that you've saved, and you might lose access to the cash that you've worked for and banked, but other people can still help you out. But it becomes different if it's digitalized and everyone has a quota and a ration, which I think is why, I mean, this is a little bit going one step ahead, but you see now in menus in restaurants and stuff, they start to put calories on things. They're talking about net zero. They've got smart cars and smart meters so that they can actually put a quota on how much energy, fuel, food you use, potentially. And that's the problem with the digital infrastructure, is that it can be misused. We don't know that it will be, but we have to expect that every power government has, every power the state have, every power the bank has, will be misused to the maximum extent that it could be. Because at the moment we might support the people in charge, but one day they might not be acting in our interests. If they are acting in their interests at the moment, I'll let you judge that one. Anyway, that's us from Tooting Broadway.